Hello everyone, Randy here and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Estancia Lapacho on the RDAllen multiplayer server. I need to slow down here just a little bit here. Just myself on here at the moment, and we're currently chopping some corn here. We got the John Deere 8000, which one is this? This is the 8800i John Deere chopper with tracks, of course. Like I said, tracks seem to be the theme on here. Why does it seem like this chopper's going so slow? We're only going 4 miles an hour. Whatever. And just a reminder again, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer server, information is in the description below. Just make sure you join us on TeamSpeak, and once you're on TeamSpeak, there's all the information for whichever one of the servers you want to join. Again, you got 3 official RDAllen multiplayer servers, servers 1, 2, and 3. This is currently server 2 here with a Platinum DLC, the Platinum DLC map here. Oh, now we need to speed up a little bit. And then for those of you who like some of the older equipment, definitely make sure you check out server 3. Server 3 again is our old iron server. And then Nick, for those of you who know who Nick is, he has 2 of his multiplayer servers as well. And then Stars and Stripes has a multiplayer server as well. For those of you maybe like playing a little more realistic, I guess Stars and Stripes has his server to be set up a little more realistic. He's got some of the realism mods on there. Plays with crop destruction and all that good stuff. Not, in my opinion, probably a good choice for a multiplayer server. But it probably is a little more realistic. Really, Chopper, you, wow, that's quite the turning sequence. Okay, then. I'll wait. Not that I have a choice, really, right? There we go. Oh, now we're going to go 6 miles an hour. Okay. Nice thing about the glance mod, you can actually see how fast he's going. So he's going, oh, almost 7 now. We'll be taking this chaff to the biogas plant there. These are actually the sugarcane trailers here, by the way. They do hold chaff and sugarcane, of course. I forget what else they hold. Basically a bunch of the, sugarcane in the chopped crops, basically. I believe you can put straw on them as well. It has definitely been interesting how it filled this one, though. I don't know why it does that. It's just the way it does it, I guess. And looks like we're almost full. It's something when you save the game and close out and re-enter it. That's what causes it. So the server's probably been restarted since this was full, possibly. Oh, that is quite the hill there. Okay, then. This is field 20 here, which we did plow bigger, by the way. So this is a little bit bigger than the regular field 20 was. Okay, I guess we'll probably go with bunker 2 here. Looks like bunker 1. At least that's how I name them anyway. Typically the one closest to the sell point. I always call that bunker 1 and then go out from there. So we'll just go with bunker 2 here. I actually haven't tried this particular setup before, so I'm not entirely sure how well it works for doing this, but actually works pretty good if you just drive kind of slowly along. Empties it out pretty evenly, it seems like. I think it's all on one side, though. Zoom out here a little bit more. And we switch to the rear trailer. See if we can get this all emptied here before we reach the end. Perfect. Oh, bunker wall, look out. Okay, there we go. Get a little bit quiet there, trying to pay attention, not crash into anything if we can help it. And this, I believe, is the Peterbilt truck here, by the way. Definitely liking these Peterbilt trucks. They are from Trailer Park Farms, and you can find them in the mod list there. Again, a reminder for the mod list. You can find a link to it in the description there. It is a Word document, and it simply just has links to where I downloaded the mods from. So with that being said, keep in mind, those are the links I used when I downloaded the mod. They might not work anymore. That is very well possible, in which case, you know, just try doing a search for them. Maybe they'll still show up. Pull it down here just a little bit. That is going 7.5, but I don't think that's quite right. This is version 4 of these choppers here, by the way. Just in my opinion here, I have to say they definitely look a lot better than the older versions did. A lot more options on them now as well, so that's pretty cool. Definitely looking really nice in my opinion. So if you want some John Deere choppers there, make sure you check out the John Deere 8000 series choppers. This is, like I said, version 4 of them. I don't remember how many sizes there are of these again. We can maybe check while we wait for the chopper to turn around here. I think I'll just sit here and wait for him to turn around, and then we'll figure out where he ends up. Okay, so choppers. John Deere 8000 series. So it starts out at the 8000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. The 800 is the biggest one there. Wheel setup standard, wide, twin wheels front. That'd be rather interesting. Deluxe tracks, 36-inch tracks. I'm not sure which. I think we got the deluxe tracks. And then, of course, yeah, the 36-inch tracks. I think the 36-inch tracks are more of a triangular shape, whereas these kind of have a little bit of an offset triangular shape. At least that's kind of what I call them anyway. Oh, slow it down. Oh, and 5.5 mile an hour now. Okay. Guess we really got to watch our speed here. Oh, and not get too close. Okay, and we'll read some comments here a moment. And let's just slow us down just a little bit more again, looks like. Rippin' Lips was saying Welker Farms on YouTube has 3 series of big buds. Yes, they do. For those of you who have not seen the Welker's Farm channel there, they've done a couple of really cool restorations there on big buds, so it's pretty cool. Ethan was asking, did you check the ground temps for seasons mod? Yes, I did. It is too cold, but up till now, I've never had an issue with that being a problem. You can still plant, it just doesn't do anything until the ground temp's actually up to temperature. I think it matters more as long as you plant it within the season. So I don't think you have to pay as close attention to the ground temperature as you do the season. So if you're planting out of season, that is a bad thing. Then the crops won't grow. They'll show as withered, or is it harvest? I think it's actually harvested. They'll show as harvested. You know, even though you just planted them, it'll show as harvested. So biggest thing you want to watch is make sure you plant in season. And then, like I said, as far as ground temp goes, at least in my experience so far, we've done 3 seasons now. The ground temperature doesn't matter as much. It just won't do anything until the ground's up to temperature. Okay, wait for the chopper to turn around there again. There's some weird turning circles, that's for sure. Chris was saying, is it a bad thing that a Canadian laughed when he said snow? There's none where I'm at in southern Alberta. Well, I think that's where our cold weather's coming from. Again, for those of you who live in the northeast where I'm at, we're going to be getting into some cold temperatures and some snow here. Okay, and I guess we're going a little bit quicker here. Yeah, must be going downhill. Likes to go downhill. Makes sense. Jack was saying, what's worse than a John Deere? Nothing. Lots of exclamation points. And hashtag I'm blue with New Holland. I think we should all have a moment of silence. Steven was saying on your live stream, I see a new PC monitor in the background. Yes, that is correct. We got an LG ultra-wide 34-inch monitor there. Plan on putting that above my main monitor, mostly so I can have all my live stream windows open on that. Bill was saying, back when I was like 4 or 5, my dad had a Case 930 Desert Special. I remember sitting by the seat. That's pretty cool. And again, like I said, for anybody that likes all that old equipment, I know several people, or maybe I should say a lot of people, like the older stuff. Definitely check us out on Server 3 there. Server 3, the multiplayer server. We got all the old iron stuff on there, adding more all the time, by the way. So keep in mind, there are a lot of mods on there. But while there's a lot, they're not really that big. Most of the mods are relatively small, so it's not going to take you that long to download. And also, for those of you who have never played multiplayer before, you're definitely missing out. It is a lot of fun to play multiplayer, especially if you're doing something like this here. You get a couple people working on it. It is a lot of fun. Obviously, just myself on here at the moment, recording this quite a bit earlier than I normally do. So, usually most people, at least on the servers here, can be found on later at night. So, usually about 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when it starts filling up. Yeah, we're almost full. We might as well just go empty here. And like I said, too, you can see the front truck filled up a little more properly this time. or the front trailer. Didn't have that weird look to it like it did the first time around. I don't know what we're hitting there, but that's kind of weird. Maybe those little posts sticking out there. And I'll try to make it about halfway here, so. And then the rear trailer. There we go. Weird, it looked like it actually stopped emptying there for a moment. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go out the other one here. I don't think we're going to be able to make that turn into that gate. Yeah, we're definitely like getting caught on something there. I don't know if it's something with these trailers that's doing that. There we go. I'd rather them fill up the front trailer first if we could. Thomas McConsell was saying the 450 doesn't look good with duals. Maybe that's why Giants left them off. Ooh, 450 doesn't look good with duals. Talking about the 450 Big Bud, by the way, there. I'd have to seriously disagree with Thomas McConsell on that one. 450 looks awful without duals on it, if you ask me. Bent's Texan was saying Big Bud went out of business because of their Spicer transmissions. I can't say I've actually ever heard that one before. Plural was saying White is a tractor brand. Technically yes, technically no. The White tractor brand is actually Oliver tractor brand. Or I should say was the Oliver tractor brand. Or is, yeah. Okay, hopefully folks see what I meant there. And again, as far as the White goes, White was actually a truck company, or truck, they built trucks, I should say. As far as I know, White doesn't exist at all anymore, as far as I know. But they bought Oliver, Minneapolis Moline, and the Cockshut tractor brands. And combined that, I think that all kind of became the White tractor brand then. And of course, like I said, the White tractor brand no longer exists, obviously. Went out of business. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but if history serves me, or if I remember history correctly, White was kind of already going out of business. They weren't doing so good, so they bought the tractor brands to kind of bolster their truck business. And it just, yeah, ended up pretty much destroying everything. That probably wasn't real good decisions there on the part of Oliver and Minneapolis Moline and White and all that good stuff. Plural saying you should get another Landau chisel plow. Probably should have, yes. Ben Texan was asking, where can I find that modded 450 with duals? And yes, I do have the Big Bud DLC. The particular one I have was sent to me. I'm not entirely sure where you can find it. A while back when the Big Bud first came out, somebody did release a Big Bud with duals on it, the Big Bud 450 with duals on it. That one, at least for me, did not work for some reason, but this one does. So I'm assuming there's probably a working version out there somewhere. Like I said, I don't know where to find it because the one I have was sent to me. Again, with the Big Bud 450 with duals, you have to have Big Bud already, the Big Bud DLC, and then you actually put the zip for it in with your DLC. So it's a little bit different installation for the Big Bud 450 there. You just drop the zip in with your DLCs rather than your regular mods. And if I get a chance, I'll try to update the mod list with it. John Deere was saying my grandpa has a Farmall 1206 and a 560. We run year-round for tillage. Nice. Hi, it's me who's saying that's a nice looking John Deere 9610. That doesn't look too bad. Needs a little help if you ask me. Mesa was asking, how do you lift bales by hand? That is the game extension mod that allows you to do that. The game extension mod actually adds a lot of little nifty things you can do. One of which is being able to pick up objects that are too heavy. Yeah, we'll get to the end here. I'll try to remember to we'll look at the control panel for it. Also allows you to skip the night and just a whole bunch of other little odds and ends it lets you do as well. Go. Steve was saying on Arthur Chapman's video on the straw on DLC, he showed you can feed the cows the hay pellets and the straw pellets for bedding, and you can also sell them at the sell points for it as well. So straw, hay, bale sell points. Yes, a few other people have pointed that out as well. Ooh, is he gonna get stuck there? Anyway, game extension mod. Well, this is pretty much the game extension mod screen here. AI extend... Oh, we're going to be in the way, aren't we? Really? Way out here and we're still in the way? AI end shift. I believe that stops the hired worker once the shift hour ends, so at 2100 hours. AI normal rate, that's how much the AI worker will cost. Overtime rate. Time scale at night. Restrict chainsaw. Oh, this is an important multiplayer option here with the restrict chainsaw usage. On a multiplayer server, if you turn that on, only admins can use chainsaws. Player grab distance. So that's how far away you can grab objects. Lift scale. This is the one that will allow you to lift heavy objects. So 10 being the heaviest. I don't know how heavy that is, but at that, you should pretty much be able to lift everything, I believe. Autosave, tabbing into vehicles on. I don't know why you'd want to turn that off. That's rather interesting. But okay. And then we got, oh, there we go. Cruise control, crosshair, farmer's touch, screenshot, just a bunch of other odds and ends here too. Show fill type. I don't actually know what some of these actually do, to be honest with y'all, but bunch of really nice options there. Definitely check out the game extension mod. Obviously, one of the things on the multiplayer server here, it lets you skip the night. So once you reach 2100 hours, it skips the night, or high speeds through the night, basically at 2000 times speed. So essentially skipping the night almost. Let's slow it down here a little bit again. The William was saying I really want that Rhino rake, but my PC broke a week ago. Bummer. Carl saying, like your videos. Thank you very much for that. And will FS 2015 mods work in 17? No, they absolutely will not. They do have to be converted over to work in 17. Scott was saying you can use a skid steer for loading the pellets from the hopper into the... Wait a minute, loading the pellets... Oh, from loading the pellets into the hopper and take the pallets off the conveyor. Way easier than using the crane. Yes, I would have to definitely agree with that one. Again, while the crane is kind of fun to use on the straw add-on DLC... again, this is kind of my opinion, but about after a minute, it's like, okay, that's enough of that. Let's do something different. Yeah, we're making pretty good progress on this field here. I wonder if we can drive through the bunker the other way this time and try to fill up the other side. The only thing is we'll probably get stuck doing that. Oh, we're stuck at something. What are we stuck on? Oh, is that little post there? Really? That's gonna suck. Yeah, my backup skills are definitely not good enough with tandems here to be able to do that. Can we get it? Oh, so close. Yep, that was it, all right. I thought maybe it'd be a little easier going in from this way, but maybe not. I have to say that actually seems to work pretty good for in the bunkers here. There should be quite a bit in here too. About 130,000 per load here. Let's just take a quick look at how much is in the bunker. So we currently have almost 400,000 in here, compacted 6%. Yeah, it's got a little ways to go on compacting. Thing is, we probably have to be able to level this out before we could fill this side, because I very much doubt the truck is going to drive across the top of that. Anyway, looking at the time, looks like it's time to wrap up the episode. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. Also, a reminder, if you want to join us on the multiplayer servers, information is in the description there. Just make sure you join us on TeamSpeak. Again, all the information for the servers is in TeamSpeak. So that, thanks for watching, and till next time.